Hey everyone, BlakouttheMM, Blake here, and I have my friends Matt.
Hey, I'm Matt.
And Connor.
Hey everyone.
And we're starting a commentary for my Let's Play of Pitfall: The Lost Expedition for PS2, Xbox, Gamecube. I'm playing the Gamecube version here because I actually own a copy of the game on both physical consoles, but I wanted to play it in HD, so busted out the old emulator. And this game doesn't work on the PS2 emulator.
Oh.
I looked it up,
frame
and
rates are having a bit of hard time working on the GameCube too.
No, yeah, just the pre-rendered cutscene here.
Yeah.
It's like and it's so weird because the game will boot to the main menu, right? You get to the main menu, no problems. You hit new game, screen fades to black, music starts playing, and then nothing happens. And I looked it up, and yeah, there's no version of that where it works. And I'm like, what is in the architecture of this game that it will not work?
Time for me to get my PS2 copy, rip it, and try this again.
No.
Yeah.
But we start here, playing on the GameCube is fine. I mean, it looks the same on all consoles. And so it starts off with this, I love games that start off with some sort of, like, scripted fight. So you've got, like, this cool boss fight with, this Jaguar. Also, could Pitfall Harry look any more like Brendan Fraser?
Oh, I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Like they were totally going for like that. I think in the back of the head they were like had this fantasy of, oh, this is going to be a big successful franchise, and we're going to have a movie, and it'll be just like The Mummy starring Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
You
Pitfall
ever
Lost
seen a
Expedition
Jaguar?
starring Brendan Fraser.
I love how you're just coming up and you just punch in this Jaguar.
Yeah, because you're invincible during this. It's like a scripted boss fight, so you can just
Straight
walk up and
punch
take
him.
the.
You ever seen a Jaguar that's on fire and just fucking punched him?
Every once in a while,
So,
when I'm in the mood.
would prompts show up kind of telling you how the controls work, or is it up to you to sort of play around?
No, it gives you just sort of play around. It explains as you go through the game, but here.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're
it's just a
invincible.
chance
I'm
for you to
assuming
goof.
it really doesn't matter what buttons you're hitting because you're not going to die.
Yeah.
And we get our first cutscene here.
They say that when a giant demon jaguar-driven fire troop is about to terminate your existence, your life flashes before your eyes. Actually, no one says that. Not a lot of people have experience with giant demon jaguars. And as of yesterday, neither did I. But that was before I met
Bittenbinder. Bernard Bittenbinder, PhD, to be precise. Thought we'd get introduced, since the only ones on this plane to South America seems to be you and my group of...
You found that Toltec crystal skull and discovered that light, when shined through it, actually slows down.
That research wasn't ever published. Who are you?
Harry. Most people call me Pitfall Harry.
So you assume I'm like most people. What are you doing?
Turning on the charm. This is my medium set. Charm's getting to you, huh?
Where's Nicole? There's only one shoot left!
What are you? Let me go! Now you're Mr. Macho? Saving the woman when you died from her in the cold night?
In the hot nights.
Ugh! Ah!
Alright, and here we are. Look at him squash flood, isn't that great?
Yeah.
I was saying,
Yeah.
this Uncharted game is looking a little different than I remember it being.
the cartoony
Let's get-
version of it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he also pull off sick headshots and kill pirates in this one?
Not quite. You will kill a lot of animals in this, though.
Oh, that's just what I needed in my Uncharted game.
Yeah. So as you can see, I think this game looks great in HD, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice tiptoeing animation. Ooh, that's pretty fluid. From
Yeah.
tiptoeing to running.
Yeah, because this game, it's got a little bit of everything as far as platformers go. So it has, as you can see, you've got a straight up Metroid roll in a ball mode. And it's really funny because he just curls in a ball and you can just roll all over the place.
I remember we were making jokes on one of those Steel Donut videos about being Sonic the Hedgehog in real life. I think this guy did it.
Yeah, you just roll in the ball and then you can
Oh,
yeah, I get
shit.
straight whacked by that monkey there. And it's also got a Metroid it's like a dead pit here, but it's straight up got the Metroid style. What's the word I'm looking for? Like a Metroid design. With
like
you know,
exploration kind of movement.
yeah, exactly. Like
Learning
explore, find
new
new
things and
find new
coming back to
abilities.
previous
Yeah,
areas.
come back. Like it'll
Yeah.
even show you right here. There's an idol up there.
I'll mark this on my map so I can come back later.
Oh, so it
tells you
tells
need
you
the
what you
resin strip
need
to go
if
there.
you can get it.
Yeah, which is really handy.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
And I think that's a
God,
good
that
move because
monkey
I
never
was.
stood a chance. You fucking murdered him.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, and so you've got, like I said, a little bit of everything. That punch is super, Jack Precursor Legacy, right?
Yeah.
Big dash punch.
That's what I was thinking when I was watching it.
Yeah, except he can do like a sweet combo. He'll throw kicks, hooks, elbows, stuff. And then there's even some cheat codes where you can, rather than maxing you out at 3 hits in your combo, it'll speed you up and you can link infinitely. So you can just, wah, 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 just throw infinite punches.
Very interesting. What year
Yeah.
did
Which
this
is a
game
fun
come
cheat. 2003, 4, somewhere around
out?
there.
Okay.
Yeah, this is...
And then the last thing it sort of takes from is that like Ape Escape use the analog sticks thing, because not only do you have full analog usage for your left and right sticks, but like the right stick is used. You see, it makes his arm wave around. For all the tools you get, you use like the right stick to like swing and throw, and it's really cool.
So you
Okay.
hop in the Fountain of Youth to heal then.
Yeah, so you have healing fountain.
Does that kind of analog stick swinging, you think, work? I can see that being something where maybe it's not as precise as you'd want it to be.
That works perfectly.
Okay.
Nice. So, yeah, this definitely is like that kind of Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank style of game.
Looking at the level, I was thinking of that one Pac-Man game where you could bounce
Yeah,
all
Pac-Man
around.
World, yeah.
Pac-Man World, was that what it was called? That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking of.
I played quite a bit of Pac-Man World. What I like about this game is it doesn't take the arguably more annoying thing that you see in a lot of those platformers. There's no collectathon.
Oh, that's cool.
The only thing you need to get are these idols that you can use to buy stuff.
Also, interesting how it shows like dangerous creatures in the water and then asks you to swim through it, because in most games that would be an indication that you're not supposed to touch that water.
Yeah, all you have to do is swim really fast, or else the piranhas will take a bite out of you.
You know what I mean? Like in most games, they show
Yeah.
Water
like
doesn't
dangerous
look
water,
safe.
and they're
Yeah,
like,
that
"Oh."
dangerous water, you
Yeah.
could definitely need a
But
raft.
that one just tells you like straight up, no, don't get in that.
Yeah.
Don't be a baka.
Okay, yeah, so that's nice. It really points out what water is inaccessible versus what water you can go through.
Yeah,
Cool.
And even crocodiles don't stop you. They'll try and bite you, but you just got to swim really quick.
Interesting. So is there like a stamina on the quick swim, or can you just do that forever?
Nope, you can do it forever. You also have no fall damage, so this is like a platformer with all the annoying stuff taken out of it. Look at this. This shit's in your way. Just punch the shit out of it.
That is
Yeah,
definitely that punch sound effect from Jack and Dexter.
Yeah.
So, and check this out. So we can just come up on this fucking monkey, punch his ass in the pit,
Why?
and then the pit will eat him.
Oh
And
my
now
god,
it's
that's
solid.
horrible.
Oh, and then it just stays closed.
Yeah, you can punch any enemy into a pit to close it like that. But these monkeys, if they're woken up, will start howling. They're howler monkeys, and other monkeys in the trees will start throwing fruit at you.
So you have to
Okay.
kill these monkeys.
Yeah.
Or you would like to sneak around them, kind of thing.
Yeah, but sneaking around takes forever.
Right. So just
See,
get rid of it.
wake up the shaman. Here.
Shaman.
This is where you buy stuff. So You've got health, several techniques, the smash strike, the super sling, and the break dance.
And these cost idols?
Yeah. So, I was trying to get this early one, but I need to get the canteen first, so I just say...
You give him idols, and he gives you shit.
Yeah, they're like little collectible
I
idols.
like
Now,
that.
and you get them from... Like, you saw that there was that Explorer I rescued. Explorer idols are worth more. They're worth 5.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I feel like I don't think you picked up 7 idols, so you did the Explorer idol and then collected 2 others?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so we jump around here. Again, full analog on the binds. They mostly work pretty well. There's kind of a weird thing where it can take a little bit to get up speed unless you you have to sort of move left and right a little bit to sort of spin in a circle to get your initial speed going.
Huh.
But, dude, and I love how they didn't just do bottomless pits. It's like a big bunch of leaves down there, you see?
No.
Like a bunch of treetops way down below.
I see. Over in the corner.
And they're actually rendered, too, the ones directly below us, so...
Interesting.
Yeah, so, like, if you fall down, you're not, like, insta-dead. You can get back up, or...
Yeah, it'll just take a health point and put you on the last piece of solid ground you were on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, very nice.
So, like I said, this game is forgiving in all of the best ways. Like, it doesn't necessarily make it easier,
how
but it's
the
like...
checkpoint system works. So, like, if you lose all your health, does it take you all the way back to the start, or where you go?
It takes you back to the beginning of the level, I think.
So it's kind of like the Rayman thing, then, where falling down pits just takes off a little bit of your health?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Rayman 2, I guess.
And so we just roll.
He just rolls.
I love that roll.
That's just what he does.
And you can roll uphill and everything, too. It's great.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So is this a new level? Considered, you know, new level as a spawn point or such?
Wow, it just killed that monkey.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Like a little, like, you know, roll, jump, dive thing?
Yeah, getting a little Prince of Persia or something in there.
Yeah. Yeah, this game, for some reason, you'll see later, is not PETA friendly.
I was gonna say, this game seems to really like killing monkeys.
Because, like, you know, fighting animals, that's a common thing, and, look at that dude trying to hide in the bush.
Yeah.
It's a common thing in games, but they go out of their way to make it, like, the monkeys, it's, you know, just standard sort of enemy, you fight them, but, like, I'll just talk about it now, there's no, because I'll just forget to talk about it later. You'll fight penguins as an enemy, right? They sit on top of nests, and they slide towards you to peck you with their beaks. You can just knock them out, or you can go and smash the egg, and then they'll run back over to it and cry.
Oh my god.
And it's like, Jesus Christ, did you guys, like, ever get hugged when you were little?
Nice.
And then there's also this one type of enemy that's kind of interesting. It's these, like, giant gorilla moms, and they have babies. And the babies, and they'll attack you if you get near them, and they'll also attack you if one of the babies keep trying to hug you. They'll, like, jump and give you a big hug, and if they do that, she'll run up and kick the shit out of you.
Oh.
And sure enough, you can just knock her out, but if you kill her, the babies will run over to her body and cry.
God almighty.
And it's like, it's so dark and so unnecessary, and it's just for those two enemies, and I'm just like, guys, have a heart.
Yeah.
Those are some very squeaky sounding scorpions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like that.
Outside of that, I swear the game is just a fun romp, but it's super weird.
What? Are you supposed to be up here?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I just got, like, I rolled in and then stood up.
This is a small thing, but I like how the animation of picking up the idol is pretty quick. I mean, you think of games like Banjo-Kazooie or Jak and Daxter, where every time you get a collectible, it's like a 5-second cutscene.
Hey, you made it.
Any other survivors?
The doctor, Mr. Leach, went off to find the others. Now, they took that tank, the Gizmo 85. Yes, a real improvement over the Gizmo 84. Follow the tracks, I'm sure you'll find them. Will you help us locate everyone?
I, get to rescue the girl?
I suggest you let her think she rescued herself. Here, you might try gathering water from that pond out there. Oh, it's very clean. Tasty, even. I think it may even possess healing properties. And it looks like you could use some healing.
Thanks.
Then follow those tracks. Me, I've got to fly.
When I found out that Bittenbinder had survived the crash, I decided I'd follow his tracks to see if I could hitch a ride. I didn't know my choice would ultimately lead me to becoming lunch for a demonic jaguar, so off I went with my new canteen in hand.
So that you have those chapter notes essentially. Whenever you enter a new chapter of the game, you'll
So you can now
Give it a
fill
little
up
thing.
your canteen with healing water, and then I'm assuming heal yourself without having to get to the next checkpoint.
Looks
Yeah.
pretty rickety.
Very nice. Oh, you have to hold it down the whole time. I see.
Yeah, like I said, it's full ape escape sort of stuff.
That's really
Which-
cool.
I don't know about you, I love ape escape.
Oh,
Yeah, and so I just show off some of that sweet analog motion.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
We don't have enough ape escape.
Check, look at it. It's so fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty
Oh,
good.
look, he killed another fucking
environmental
monkey.
drop.
Well, of course. Like I just, like there's so much fun in again having no fall distance, and it's just like you see a gigantic tree. Any other game, it would be this annoying fetch quest to get dynamite and rig it up. Here, you just kick it,
Yeah.
and it goes falling over.
Yeah. You're Pitfall Harry, you can do whatever you want. Aside from not be a creepo.
Yeah, exactly. It's,
Yeah, no, it's
super
impossible for him to
satisfying.
do that.
Like,
He can't not be fucking creepy.
Alright, so...
Are you sure this is Pitfall Harry and not Mario? The arcade game.
Yeah, this
oh my god, this game.
Okay, cool.
This game is super fun though. Like I said, I feel like it's kind of been, forgotten over the years. Also, ow.
Yeah, I mean...
There's been no other Pitfall titles after this.
Kick the native.
You got a sweet
I
kick.
wonder if if this game's hatred of all things native and animals might have led to not beat another one afterwards.
I mean, there
Yeah,
were a
I
lot
mean,
of...
it's pretty harmless though. I mean, they're kind of, they're again, the tone of this reminds me a lot of like old school Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
You could absolutely see like Dexter's Lab if he went to the jungle. There would be a bunch of natives in gigantic masks that covered their whole body like that.
I mean, there were
You
a
know
lot
what I
of...
hostile though.
Jesus. There were a lot of these kinds of games back then, and, not all of them turned into series. I mean, I could
You
think
saw
of,
that
like,
fruit?
Attack of the Power of Juju,
Yeah.
the Tasmanian Tiger. There was some others, like, I think there was one where the person was named Kai. I can't remember the full title of that.
Don't forget my favorite, Torque Prehistoric Punk for the Xbox.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I never.
But, yeah, like, this was a pretty common genre, and there were a lot of, games that didn't turn into
Running
series.
away from you.
Yeah, well, no, they run away and then they'll
Oh.
turn and throw coconuts.
Throw. Oh, I thought they were throwing rocks or something. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that one you can just walk around that.
I was trying to see if I could knock him into the pit.
Nope.
Unfortunately, I missed. But yeah, look at that. Just punch those totem poles down. It's awesome. But, like I said, it's like that sort of, like old school, like pastiche of just, how people imagined jungles to be. Because it's not like it's based on anything actual. There's like, these natives have like big, like, masks, which is like kind of an African thing. But then there's like totem poles.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right, yeah.
A little everything.
it's just, a big suit. Thing.
Sarlacc pits every 5 feet, just
Yeah.
that kind of genre thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's funny about the pits, though, is that they don't show up much later in the game. They're just kind of in this early section.
Yeah, I guess they are your, double jump tutorial kind of.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's not like they're that difficult to get over.
Right.
And so here, they, like, shut off the gate and jump you. There's a whole bunch of them, so
These guys are
fight them all. Yeah, look at that. They just pelt the shit out of you.
Yeah.
They didn't even stop to be like, hey, man, why are you here in the jungle? They're like, nah, we're just going to chuck some coconuts at you.
Yeah, this
Cannibal
seems...
Holocaust shit right here.
Whoa. Yeah, this seems pretty tough for, like, a first major combat encounter. Like, because
Yeah.
they'll throw at you from off screen. It's not like
Well,
you have
remember,
to be
you do
looking at
have
them.
like 5 heals, don't you?
I guess so, yeah.
From the water.
Yeah, but
I'm
it takes
assuming
time,
that maybe
you do
that's
have
to
to,
teach
like-
you about, hey, maybe you can heal yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, this game is decently challenging. I mean, I beat it when I was a kid, so it's not
Right.
like the hard. It's not like, well, Jack and Daxter hard.
Right,
remember
yeah,
that
right. I just think of other games like, for example, think Ocarina of Time. You get the shield, and then the Dekus jump out and shoot one at a time at you, and you learn to reflect, kind of thing.
oh, don't forget, you know, the meme, like, you know, what does the game over screen look like in a 3D Legend of Zelda title? I don't know. No one's ever seen it. Because they're so easy. Let's see, look. You have to drink. So it takes a second.
Sippy sip.
A sippy of that good shit. Right?
Okay.
You just toss it right in your backpack, and so... That sweet kick. Here's no idol.
Just rolls.
Yeah, you just roll away.
That was a pretty good secret.
On.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super fun.
It's not commented on at all. Like
I said, it's just
a
this
thing
game.
you can't
This game
do.
is truly cartoony. Like, not just in art style, but just in the animation, the way his like backpack will stretch and snap back to his back. You know?
Yeah.
It's fun and goofy. Like, the cutscenes are like super low budget, but again, I get the tone they were going for. They were going for that, you know, Cartoon Network vibe.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and I think Steve Bloom does a good voice for Harry.
Yeah.
So
So
he kind of
like,
talks like this. It's like, hey.
so like, if you checked your map right now, would it
Oh,
show?
look at him saunter in.
Oh.
me and the boys got the whole squad coming in.
Right. So I guess if you checked your map right now, would it show like your waypoint is specifically here? Like, if you know you need to come back for something, how easy is it to like look at the map and remember where you need to go back
there's
to?
not a detailed map for each individual area because there's a ton of areas in this game. So it's just, and obviously, like, you know, Metroid Prime, if you remember, did like sort of a technical drawing look with wireframes, but that was really hard to read sometimes. This, it's just a note, and it'll have like a symbol to show if you need to use a certain thing. And I don't use, I should say it's always down in the description, but I didn't use a guide for any of this. But it's funny, I have a really strong memory, which, you know, Matt and Connor can definitely vouch for. I remember where most of the stuff is from playing this as a kid.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh yeah, there's a shaman here, there's idols over here. Gotta do this, gotta do that.
You had to get all the way up there to get like a shop. I thought it'd be like a mega power up or something.
Damn, the whole squad.
And every shaman is one use. Yeah, look at that 2 in 1, right?
Use? One
Yes,
use?
you have to. If you want to buy all the things, you have to find all the shamans.
Oh, I see. So
If you-
buy one thing and then you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shaman
Shaman's
disappears.
got other shit to do.
You just gotta teleport
Yes.
over to the next location, I guess.
So is there a sprint button or anything like that?
You unlock it later on. In
Oh, I
fact,
see.
it'll show it right here. Check it out.
Oh,
Heroic
I see.
dash needed. Those coals look so dangerous. Those are like the most dangerous
Those don't even
hot
look like
coals
coals.
in
That
any
looks
game.
like magma.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that looks so dangerous.
Yeah, straight up walking on a volcano or something.
Like that extreme sports game on the PS2. The bicycling one, Downhill
Oh.
Domination.
Oh yeah.
Just fucking
Yeah, and so, like, here.
I can come back later.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
need
There's a lot in these early
a
areas.
lot of
here.
unlockable shit then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you need like all of the idols to buy everything from every shaman, or do you only need a certain, 50% of them, or what?
No, you need every idol if you want to buy everything.
Okay.
And in fact, if you do so, you'll unlock a bonus. Unfortunately, I can't get it, and I'll say this now, because I can't play the original Pitfall. So they have Pitfall and Pitfall 2 from the Atari 2600 emulated in the game, and to get one of the idols, you have to get 20,000 points in the original Pitfall. That's all well and good, I could do that in my sleep, except for the fact that Pitfall, it's like, emulators in emulators don't work well, so, like, the game is just fucking busted. I can't play it.
Yeah,
So,
I can see that.
I ended up not being able to... I got the max health, but not the max canteen, which also means I didn't get the final bonus, but it's all well and good.
Yeah. You didn't get that 100%.
Yeah.
But you got that like 98%. That's kind of interesting. What other games aside from like, I mean, Donkey Kong 64, you have to play the original Jetpack and the original Donkey Kong. What other games like have old retro games or earlier versions or something where you need to play it as part of the game?
Yeah, I don't know if there's any that require it. Yeah.
The coconut hit him and knock him out before you punched him?
Yeah, they can get hit by the other monkeys can sometimes throw fruit into them. It's funny.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're climbing this huge tree. This is
Climbing the
really
Deku
cool
tree.
now because you've got the water sort of following you to, shorten your
not
recovery.
reset progress
Yeah.
that much.
But you do not want to come back this way, and they'll give you ways around it strictly because of it. You do not want to come back this way later in the game, because the water thing is just, you know, a story hazard. And so if you want to try and climb it later on, you can't fall, or else you go all the way to the bottom.
Oh, like it's only doing this now. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a story-based thing. So there's other ways to get to where we're going later on in the game, so if you need to backtrack, don't come this way. Unless you really feel like climbing all this and then falling and having to do it again.
But yeah, it's really nice that they did that, you know, for you. Kind of as a safety
I'm
net.
assuming there aren't deadly creatures in this water, right?
No. You'll see, like, if there's piranhas, they'll be hopping around. Hopping out of the water.
Ooh, I didn't fall there for a second.
Yeah, and like I said, I love the look of this game a lot. I wish, you know, modern titles could take this approach where, like, look at how simple Harry's design is, you know? Like, these days, it'd be a bunch of busy textures. He'd be wearing, like, 5 layers so they could have all these different, like, outfit textures, and he'd have shit hanging off of them with, like, NVIDIA physics affecting it, and it's like, it's nice that he can
jump in the water?
No, that's the only annoying thing about the water is that you can't jump out of it. You have to find a slope to, like, get back on land with.
I think you did just jump, didn't you? No. To grab the edge of that platform?
No, you can't jump out of the water, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe you just got your feet on something. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like, it's like an instant transition, so you don't have to, like, slowly trudge back on the land.
Right. Yeah, I mean, once again, like, this kind of genre and this kind of style was something that was, you know, pretty popular at one time, but yeah, as you mentioned, now it's... people don't really want to do that anymore.
Big whip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad because people want this, though. They want this style. But
want this
developers are just, you know, they want to go with what brings in the money, which is first-person shooters with crafting and RPG elements.
Yeah.
You know, and so we get the same, you know, soup over and over again, especially on consoles, you know, where we just don't get games like this. And I remember, you know, I play shmups too, and when Raiden 5 came out, everyone was like, oh my gosh, a new commercial shmup in 2017? Because it's like, yeah, I don't know why these branches exist. I think it's, we'll need to get the slingshot to hit a target over there, so I think it's just, in case you're a really bad shot, you can get nice and close. We actually just need to swing directly to where that monkey is to get the idol.
Huh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, continue up a little further than necessary. But, yeah, I totally know what you mean. I mean, I play all those old, you know, skateboarding games, extreme sports games, and yeah, it's like, the skateboarding games out now is all like, you know, trying to simulate, you know, being more realistic, and it's like, I don't want it to be as hard to kickflip in a video game as it is in real life.
In real life, yeah.
I want to hit
like,
left square and do a kickflip.
Yeah, it's like, and you're sitting there like, man, I love SSX3. Let's play a new like snowboarding game to see if it's any good. Let's play Steep. Oh man, it's a pain in the ass and no fun.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh man, you get winded after like one big jump.
Dude, my cousin was playing Steep, and he's like, man, isn't this game great? I'm like, man, I gotta tell you, I can't stand this.
Huh? No need for thanks. Oh, part of the job.
You can talk.
Some jags have what it takes, others don't.
You mean vocal cords?
Not vocal cords, magic. Why, isn't it apparent that I'm one of those super courageous jaguars who defend the weak, who protect the innocent, and who a very powerful, wise sorcerer would therefore bless with the power of speech?
That snake? It was dead.
Huh?
And you knew it.
Oh, no. Dead snakes are the most dangerous kind. You're walking down a path. You find a dead snake. You pick it up to study it. You slip on a rotting mango. You fly onto your back as the snake goes airborne. And there you are,
helpless on the ground, when coming down through the air towards you is the dead snake. Its beady, dead eyes fixed on you, its dead mouth wide open, and its dead fangs about to plunge right into your neck. Luckily for you, the bravest cat in the jungle just saved your life. Run!
Please tell me you can pick up the dead snake and use him as like a whip.
No, but he does stay there for the rest of the game.
Beat shit with a dead snake.
Yeah, once again, the developers, I think they were the type who went out of their way to step on every anthill on the way to school.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Fucking poke a jellyfish with a stick when it washes up on shore. Like, geez.
Right.
That's another Rising Strike area right there. But yeah, so Quick Claw, I don't know who voices him, but he has fun with the role. And Quick Claw is from the original games. He was from Pitfall 2 on the Atari 2600. You had to rescue him, and then I think it was Pitfall Harry's niece. She doesn't show up in this game, but
thank goodness.
Quick Claw does. And you know what's funny is Quick Claw and her also showed up in the shitty NES game Super Pitfall. You remember you had to rescue them?
Oh, is that the one that had Pitfall Jerry and Pitfall Larry in it?
Yeah. And I don't know if they show up in the like the 16-bit title, the Mayan Adventure. That game's a lot of fun too. But I don't know if Quick Claw and his niece, I don't remember her name. I don't remember if they're in there.
I know nothing about any Pitfall game, so
Yeah.
I guess
That's why you have me here as your Pitfall guy.
Yeah, and I'm the audience stand-in. Hey, everyone.
Say smash strike needed. See, and there is something behind every waterfall. I love that. You know, any waterfall you can reach, go behind it. There's something there, you know?
Rising Storm needed.
How many moves do you need? I think I've counted like 6 or 7 by this point.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of... You get 9 different pieces of equipment, and you'll get 2, like, special abilities. Yeah.
Rest in flippin' peace.
Oh my god, he's dead.
Okay.
And bang your head and... Oh, sorry.
There he goes again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm allergic to my own failure. Oh,
I know that feeling.
gives me the big sneezes. Yeah, it's because I didn't want to have to fucking take the time to slide on the vine. Alright, Bittenbinder's camp. And alright, see, coming in here, right off the bat, you got a native keeping a porcupine at bay. With, I keep calling them coconuts, but I think they're actually supposed to be like mangoes or some sort of more tropical fruit. And man, those porcupines, when you see them up close, they are like the most vicious, nasty-looking porcupines you've ever seen. Look at that thing.
Jesus.
Yeah, like it pulls out its spikes like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's got these big spikes, it's got these big red eyes, and they're huge.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
They're actually pretty dangerous until you get the breakdance strike. Which I drag my feet on getting, because it's only useful for combat, not for, like, finding stuff.
Right.
See, this is one of the more annoying areas, because it's like, look, I can't climb up there. I have to go find a slope, and there's, like, one in the level.
Oh. Yeah.
That's the only problem with the water here, is I wish you could just jump out of it at any time.
Oh, you can push that around?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It doesn't move, like, from its original position. Like, you can't, like, push it all the way across the map or anything. But it does bob around, yeah. It's got some physics.
That's very interesting.
Look at that.
Jesus Christ.
In case you can't tell, you can't go there yet.
Oh, is that, like, toxic gas or something?
Yeah.
When you get a gas mask for it says.
Toxic gas.
They can't get you out of the water, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they just jump. They jump pretty high, but yeah, they can only hurt you while you're in the water.
Okay. Okay.
Look, there's a plane up there.
Oh, there is.
Yeah. Someone is talking to you.
Yeah, the people will talk as you, like, you know, walk up to them. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that a lot more than having to constantly press A to talk.
Things aren't going very well, I'm afraid. After we found this abandoned structure, Leech took off in his gyrocopter and got himself stuck in a tree. I've broken my arm. The Gizmo tank's stuck. Here, take this.
The heroic handbook?
A book of knowledge that no adventurer should be without. I'm afraid some of the pages were scattered in the jungle during the crash, but at least the rising strike maneuver is still in there. It'll help you free the Gizmo tank.
Yeah, so right off the bat we get the sweet Rising Strike, which is, yeah, look at that. Hua! It's mostly, you actually can strike enemies with it, but there's only a few that it's really useful for.
Just gonna beat the shit out of the old man.
Right. Yeah.
It's funny if you
I thought the Rising Strike was gonna be like an uppercut. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, instead it's the Rising Tackle from fucking Mark of the Wolves.
Yeah.
Good job, Harry.
So why are you guys here?
Leech.
You're here for Leech?
Free Leech and the gyrocopter. My guess is that if you hit the bullseye on the wing, that should do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I used to help my friend, Kevin McAllister,
The archaeologist from Yale?
by acting as his guide. When he came here a few months ago, I was too busy to join him. Well, at least that's what I tell myself now. He hasn't been heard from since. When his daughter Nicole asked me to help her find him.
I see. You're here because of...
Nicole.
Because of guilt.
Which is not such a bad thing. For instance, you should feel guilty that you haven't tried to free Leech from that tree.
Stop talking about the guy as if he's not like 50 feet that way.
I told you, the cutscenes for this are awesome.
He's not having any of your shit.
Yeah, and we have our sling. So we got, isn't that nice to get two things right off the bat?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize. Okay.
I bet if you
Yeah,
go
'cause we
back,
have to
does he
go.
go back over to him, tell you to free Leech again?
Stop that.
Stop that. What are you doing? That's another thing I'll say if you hit him.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
What are you
Are
doing?
you insane? Calm down.
calm down.
Calm down.
Stop that.
Stop that.
Stop that.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Are you insane?
Yeah.
Are you insane? I
My guess.
When's
fucking love that so much.
when's Pitfall Harry gonna be confirmed for Smash Ultimate?
Wouldn't he be
I
perfect?
want to see that.
He's already has a full moveset.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so as you can see, full analog control for our sling too.
Yeah.
The only thing is that the aiming, and I think this might be a consequence of playing Emulate, is a little wonky.
Hello there. You must be Harry. Hubert Leech. Oh, thanks for getting me down from there.
I just wanted to see if that thing works and if you could really fly it.
Oh, it does. And I can. And it can. And I will.
You can, or you will, or it will?
It can if I can. And it's my will that it will. So it can.
Hey, time is ticking.
But he can't.
Or won't.
I'm gonna set up camp here. You think you'll be able to find the other members of my party? Help them out if they're in trouble? Would you do that?
I can, and I can, and I will.
Would you stop talking like that?
I could, but I won't. I certainly wasn't one to turn down Bittenbinder's request for help, and Nicole probably was the only girl within 100 miles. Luckily, Leech had chopped down that tree, so I decided to climb it and head back the way I came. Soon enough, I'd find a whole lot more than I'd bargained for.
Yeah, so that whole cutscene was pretty much videogames.wmv. Like,
Yeah.
that's probably the worst one in the game. But it is the perfect note to end the first episode of Pitfall.
Nice. Yeah, this is
So-
interesting.
Yeah, so we'll be taking off exploring more of the jungle in the next episode. Like I said, things move pretty quickly. It doesn't make you wait forever to get equipment, so there'll be a lot more new stuff to see and some more classic cutscenes.